grooving the smooth way. Jazz and neo-soul gospel. It's jazz. It's jazz. Simply divine.
You're listening to the Jazz Divine Smooth Groove on your .com dial. And I'm your host, Kay Marie, bringing you the smooth sounds of worship in the sweet keys of jazz and soul in the chillest spot in the galaxy right now on Ranks Radio. I'm back in the groove, and I'm hoping that I can get you grooving the smooth way with me to the Poetic Shepherd to start off the show this evening.
Of my enemies, you anoint my head with oil, and my cup runs over. My cup runs, it leaks out, it overflows. My mind, yeah. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. All the days of my life, I want to do your will, want to be in your will, want to be where you at, want to be with you.
There's just something about jazz and poetry together, isn't it? That's my zone. There's nothing sweeter than mixing the spoken word with some horns. And like I said a couple of weeks ago, I want to keep the show very artistically creative while keeping the main thing, and that's giving glory to God. A big shout out to all of you listening tonight, to my friends from near and far, and to the frenemies who are quietly listening to find fault. I'm still praying that God will use the show to bring change to your life where it's needed. I wish only a boatload of blessings for you. Groove with me to these next tracks.
It's jazz, simply divine.
When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged, thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one will surprise you what the Lord has done. So count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does the cross seem heavy? Life is just not fair. Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. So amid the conflict, whether great or small, do not be discouraged, God is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend. Help and comfort give you till your journey's end.
Jazz, simply divine.
Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has
done. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love your mind, for you think beautiful thoughts of me. I love your eyes, for in them love and tenderness I see. I love your ears, for they listen to my every prayer or tears. I love your mouth, for it speaks truth over me to bless, dignify, and empower me continually. I love your chest, for when I'm tired, I lay on your breast. I love your shoulders, my head on them I rest. I love your hands, for they are always holding mine, leading and guiding me on a path divine. And when I'm too tired to walk at my own pace, you lift me up and carry me. I love your embrace. I love your heart, for it's pure and it's good. Your heart teaches my heart to love as it should. I love your belly, for therein lies the wellspring of life that revives my soul and refreshes my spirit. I love your feet, for they bore the nail for my sorrows, and they also walk with me in green pastures.
Jazz Divine Smooth Groove, a simply divine way to worship.
I see your love for me, and it's plain to me that you are my sun, my moon, my stars, my clouds. Everything I am was because of you, and it's plain to me that you truly love me, love me. I wanna write about it. I think I wanna sing about it. About your love for me, about your love for me, about your love for me. Oh, oh. I think I tell the world about it. I think I wanna write about it. Oh, about your love. Suddenly, nothing else matters without you, without you. And suddenly I can tell that there's no greater love without you, without you. And it's clear to me, you are my sun, my moon, my stars, my clouds. Everything I am is because of you, and it's plain to me that you truly love me, love me. I think I wanna sing about it. Think about your love for me, about your love for me, about your love for me. Oh, oh. I think I tell the world about it. I think I wanna write about it. Oh, about your love. I think I wanna write about it. Think I wanna write about it. Think I wanna say your love for me, about your love for me, for me. I think I tell the world about it. I wanna write about it. About your love for me, about your love for me.
About to fall for the last time when your love took control. So I surrendered all, laid it on the line. Never knew you loved me so. Love is you and you are gonna be loved. That's what
Jazz Divine Smooth Groove, a simply divine way to worship.
no one loves me quite the way you do. Love is you. Lord, you know me well, better than anyone. And yeah, you love me still. Now I can tell how I'm to love everyone.
It's all about love right now as we keep it flowing the smooth and holy way with Phil Driscoll doing Falling in Love with You.
I remember you said that you would never leave me. But in times of trouble, you'll be my friend. Sometimes when doubt and fear tried to steal my faith, well, I'll just run to you. I'll run to you. And I just set aside the cares of this world. Fall in love with
Jazz
you
Divine Smooth
again.
Groove, a simply divine way to worship.
Throw away the troubles of this world and fall in love with you. I know you said I'm the apple of your eye. And for loving me, you gave your life. Sometimes my heart just wants to break for loving you. Then I'll just let it break. Then I run to you, and I just set aside the cares of this world and fall in love with you again. I just throw away the troubles of this world and fall in love with you. I just set aside the cares, well, the cares of this world, fall in love with you over and over again. I just throw away the troubles of this world and fall in love with you. Fall in love. Well, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. I just throw away the troubles of this world and fall in love with you. Falling in love. Well, I'm falling. Falling in love. Well, I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. Well, I'm falling in love with you.
If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all his mysteries and making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm still nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor, and even to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, And what I do, I'm bankrupt without love. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut, doesn't have a swelled head, doesn't force itself on others, isn't always me first, doesn't fly off the handle, doesn't keep score of the sins of others, doesn't revel when others grovel. It takes pleasures in the flowering of truth, puts up with anything, trusts God, always looks for the best, never looks back, but keeps going to the end. Love never dies.
Groovin' the smooth way. Jazz and neo-soul gospel. Groovin' the smooth way. Jazz and neo-soul gospel. Groovin' the smooth way. Jazz and neo-soul gospel. Groovin' the smooth way. Jazz and neo-soul gospel.
Hi, I'm Shelley Challenger, Vice President of the New Haven Funeral Center. And I'm Sherry Yearwood, the Managing Director. New Haven is where exceptional service and value meets affordability. Our trustworthy team believes in helping families through all the stages of life. We take pride in offering pre-planning services and overseas shipping. We are proudly Caribbean, serving the GTA and surrounding areas. Our community is our family, so let us be the ones to serve you. Visit us at 7025 Legion Road, Mississauga, or call us at 1-833-3-NEW Haven.
Our center is your new haven.
Two classics instrumentalized and jazzified for your listening pleasure. That was Alan and Alan with Earth, Wind and Fire's Devotion, followed by Ben Tankard doing Stevie Wonder's Ribbon in the Sky, one of my all-time favorite musical tracks. We're going to pick up the pace a bit with Emmanuel Rivera doing Amazing Grace for us. This one dedicated to our amazing history-making Raptors. Go Raptors! Jurassic Park is still buzzing with excitement over their victory. Well done, fellas, and may God continue to bless you. Listen to this with me and enjoy.
Jazz Divine Smooth Groove.
inspirational moment is coming up later, but right now we're leaving the North American continent for a bit and stepping over into Africa right now with this next group called Free Your Mind. We all need to do that every day, don't we? There's so much to cause clutter and confusion, so we need to take those quiet moments to unwind, declutter, and tap into divine wisdom that radically transforms our perspective. Listen to this with me right now.
The smooth groove. All jazz and neo soul all the time. Smooth groove, all jazz and neo soul, all the time.
And open up the possibilities of a more multicultural perspective on the places of people in Africa.
The smooth groove, all jazz and neo soul, all the time.
The images we see. So that radically transforms our perspective.
The smooth groove, all jazz and neo soul, all the time.
So that radically transforms our perspective. So that radically transforms our perspective.
Fox News reports that a new type of victim in human trafficking is increasingly coming to the fore. If there's a public face to human trafficking, it's usually that of a young teenage girl, but across the US, more and more young boys are being preyed upon and exploited in the sex trade, and advocates are beginning to take notice. When you think about the magnitude of the problem, the number of kids being sold for sex here in America, most people think of girls. Jeff Rogers, co-founder of the United States Institute Against Human Trafficking, said in an interview with Fox News. He continues, and certainly there's a tremendous number of girls being sold. But if we look at one particular study funded by the Department of Justice, that study identified an estimated 36% of kids that are trafficked are boys, unquote. While attention is focused on female victims and survivors, most of the public is unaware that boys, some as young as 10, are forced into the dark world of trafficking. Making matters worse, services to help these young men escape a life of trafficking are virtually non-existent. Along with UCIT co-founder Kevin Malone, Rogers set out to help the young male survivors of trafficking. He said, "I noticed when I went to the Super Bowl in Phoenix a few years ago that there were boys being trafficked there. Malone, who is also a former general manager for the Los Angeles Dodgers, tells Fox News, "What we found, even there, were little boys dressed up as girls and being sold. So I think that was the first time I realized, apart from when I was in Thailand and met a 5-year-old boy that had been trafficked, but in America, when I realized at the Super Bowl that these traffickers were selling boys and sometimes dressing them up as little girls, it kind of opened my eyes to the problem even more," Malone said. Exact numbers and the full scope of male victimization are not known, but according to a 2016 study commissioned by the U.S. Department of Justice, up to 36% of children forced into the U.S. sex industry were male. And in the Caribbean this week, Jamaica's Justice Minister, Delroy Chuck, tabled a request in the House of Representatives for the legalization of obeah on that Caribbean island. Obeah is a witchcraft practice developed among enslaved West Africans in the West Indies that has been illegal under Jamaican law for more than a century. But as lawmakers were getting ready to increase the maximum fine to $1 million for anyone found guilty of practicing obeah, Mr. Chuck indicated that the practice could soon become legal. "There is no reason, Mr. Speaker, why the Obeah Act should still remain on the statute book, and we hope to remove it in due course," Chuck insisted. Church leaders immediately signaled that there would be pushback against a move they argued was leading the nation away from God. That's it for Christian News this week. Let's continue grooving the smooth way right now.
Smooth jazz, smooth soul, divine worship. Smooth jazz, smooth soul, divine worship. worship. Smooth jazz, smooth soul, divine worship.
Now they can see it or can touch it. It's in my heart so they can take it. And it's the only way I made it. Cause I have faith in you. I must admit there's still some questions. But Lord, I see my doubts as blessings.
Smooth jazz, smooth soul, divine worship.
Now you can argue my belief, but if you call on me, well listen, this is fact and never fiction. I'll be praying, waiting, wishing that you can trust me too. Now my conviction causes tension, but my mission follows vision. This is fact and never fiction. I'll be praying, waiting, wishing that you can trust me too. Something's hopeful in the evidence of things not seen. And it's all I am and everything that's in me. Something's hopeful in the evidence of things not seen. And it's all I am and everything that's in me. No scientific equations and no math cannot explain it. Open your heart and you'll obtain it. It's the foundation of and many scholars try to box it, and some Christians only talking. But I'm determined to walk. Lord, my faith is in you. But if you call on me, well listen, this is fact and never fiction. I'll be praying, waiting, wishing that you can trust me too. Now my conviction causes tension, but my mission follows vision. This is fact and never fiction. I'll be praying, waiting, wishing that you can trust me too. It's the something hopeful and the evidence of things not seen. And it's all I am and everything that's in me, yeah. It's the something hopeful and the evidence of things not seen. And it's all I am and everything that's in me, yeah. Yep. When you got nothing else, you still got faith. Keep your head up, people. Remember, faith without works.
Smooth jazz, smooth soul, divine worship.
Repeat after me on this one. Check it out. Got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. Faith in you and it's never leaving. Faith in you and it's never leaving. I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. And my faith in you and it's never leaving. Faith in you and it's never leaving. Oh, I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. And my faith's in you and it's never leaving. Faith in you and it's never leaving. I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it. I got my faith and I'm gonna keep it.
El Shaddai, God Almighty. El Elyon Na Adonai. Please, my Lord. You just heard Phil Driscoll entreating his Lord on the trumpet with the song El Shaddai, and Stanley Johnson serenaded us with his song titled Faith. When we put our faith in El Shaddai, it pleases him. The Bible says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. Every day we put our faith in a number of things. For example, you may be sitting on a chair right now. You have faith that the chair will hold your weight. And when you turn on the ignition in your car, you have faith that it will start. As easily as you put your faith in these things, you should do the same to El Shaddai. But it's not always easy, is it? Actually, yes, it is. We make it hard when we get our human mind involved in that equation. Faith transcends human thought and touches another dimension. Now, that's another topic for another night. So remind me to do a follow-up on that, would you? The inspirational moment is coming up, but I have some more smooth music for you right now.
Days I can live without blue skies, a clear day where the sun is shining so bright. Some days I can let that pass me by, or there's never a day that I could live without you. Some days I could live without a good meal. Yes, some days I could live without someone keeping it real. Some days I could live without. Some days, but there's never a day, Lord, that I could live without you. There's never a day, Lord, some days I can live without home sweet home, and some days I can live without my favorite song. Some days I could let it pass me by. Never a day that I could live without you. All these things I really do appreciate in my life. A good meal, keeping it real, home sweet home, and blue skies. Yes, some days I could live without it all. But there's never a day, Lord, that I could live without you. Never, never. Oh, I can't do without you.
Higher intel, music, let's go. Y'all know I had to switch up the vibes, right? Check this out. I never felt so in love, but Lord, you're amazing. Ooh,
The Smooth Groove. All jazz and neo soul all the time.
Knocks me right up off my feet in a special way. And if you haven't really noticed, you're beautiful in holiness. Yes, I know that I'm not worthy, but your love makes the difference. I think that I'm in love, and your grace and mercy did it.
The
Yes,
Smooth
I am in
Groove.
that.
All
I think
jazz
that
and neo
I'm
soul
in love.
all the time.
I think that I'm in love. The earth will know that I am in love with you. You didn't have to die for me, yet you chose to go that road. And yes, you redeemed my soul. And I never did anything to deserve this type of favor. And I'm so grateful for everything. Yes, I am. You came and you did it all when I was down and out. Ooh, you gave me a smile. You came and took it all away when I was hurting bad. And I'm so glad that, and I think that I'm in love. And your grace and mercy did it. Yes, I am in that. I think that I'm in love. I think that and the earth will know that I am in love with you. I think that I'm in love, and your grace and mercy did it. Yes, I am in that. I think that I'm in love, and the earth will know that I am and your grace and mercy did it. Yes, I am in that. I think that I'm in love. I think that I'm in love. And the earth will know that I am in love with you. Now, if you love Jesus, move to the left. If you love Jesus, move to the right. If you are a Christian, move to the left. And if you are a Christian, move to the right. And if you are ashamed, then rock to the left. If you are ashamed, then rock to the right. You wanna try it out, then bounce to the left. You wanna try it out, then bounce to the right.
ranksradio.com.
Looking for an A1 luxury vehicle such as Caddy, Mercedes-Benz, or BMW? Visit Eli Fine Cars at 6237 Mississauga Road North, Mississauga, Ontario. Or call Eli at 647-302-6939. Remember, at Eli's, you find luxury for less.
www.ranksradio.com.
Yo, you know the Zokai. Are you in tune to Ranks Radio? Are you don't know? Hear big tune you're playing at the studio. Are you know say Ranks Radio seat? Lock it down, man. You know the Zokai.
ranksradio.com.
Right now, I want to send a shout out to all the new listeners to the Jazz Divine Smooth Groove this evening. Thanks for joining us. Hope you'll come back every Monday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and be a part of our groovy family. We're grooving the smooth way. And to all my other regular listeners, Martin, David, Foss, Morris, Kizzy, and the rest of you in Jamaica, big up. To Shamar, Shalice, Shalom, Shakira, hey sweeties, missing you and hope to see you soon. To Nadine and Winston, good job getting these munchkins to listen to the smooth groove. And thank you too for listening. Appreciate the company. to Cedric, Jonette, Ann, Narda over there in the US. And I know I'm forgetting some names right now, but please forgive me and thank you for hanging with us again this evening. We wouldn't have a show without you, so thanks for tuning in. Tell a friend or two and have a girlfriend's night in or a guy's night in listening to jazz, because it's simply divine. This smooth jazz mix going out to all my new listeners this evening. Listen and enjoy.
It's jazz, simply divine. It's jazz, simply divine. It's jazz, simply divine.
if you are looking for someone to share your hopes and dreams, someone who understands you and makes your life complete, if there is a longing in your soul and it just won't satisfy, perhaps you need to draw from the well that never shall run dry. There's a very special one, and he's sent from heaven above. And if it's love that you need, my brother, he is the essence of love. There is a special one. He makes the wounded whole.
It's jazz. Simply divine. It's jazz. Simply divine.
You're listening to Ranks Radio, and this is the Jazz Divine Smooth Groove, where we mix the old with the new and stir in some real talk in between, keeping it sweet, smooth, and holy for you. We're hip, we're artistic, we're intelligent, we're sophisticated, and we're holy. It's now time for our inspirational moment, and tonight, Dr. Cinda Trim encouraged us to focus on our goals.
Evaluate the why. The why. Yep, the why. Have you ever asked yourself the question, why haven't I done the things I wanted to? Have you ever wondered why others seem to get the breaks in life and you were stuck in a dead-end job, a marriage that was over a long time ago, a condition that is debilitating you physically, emotionally, mentally? Why haven't you realized your dream? Or why did you give up your personal power? And why are you feeling as if you're a victim of circumstance? And why do you consider yourself a statistic, a demographic that other people are able to benefit from, but you can't benefit from your own product, a brand called you? Why do you stay in that relationship anyway that frustrates you? And why do you keep eating when you know the steps that you have to take in order to be healthy? I think there's one reason, and that is because you or someone else has convinced you that this is as good as it gets. Why did you buy into that lie that success and happiness are just for storybooks, or there is no happy ever after? And if it's not one thing, it's another. And why have you given up your dreams anyway? And why have you given up your personal power so that someone else can decide your destiny? Why have you done this? I believe that right now, you could be closer to your breakthrough when you understand that I also am in the same position when I recognize that God was drawing me to a secret place. Wow, Dr. Trim, really? I mean, I thought you were going to come out blazing with this big revelation. It is big, because if you do the same, you're going to get the same. And sometimes you've got to center yourself by taking some me moments. Most of us take those me moments on the telephone with people who don't know where they're going, and then you're asking them how to get to where you want to go. If people don't know where they're going, they cannot help you to find out how to get where you're going. And so I'm going to challenge you today. I'm going to challenge you to have a Jacob experience. Jacob had to leave his family. He had to leave the familiar. It was for a short time. He had to take some me moments and wrestle. He wrestled with himself. He wrestled with the why. Then, I think also many of us are afraid of aloneness because we get aloneness mixed up with loneliness. There is a difference, Loneliness is the absence of people. Aloneness is the absence of purpose. And this is the big why. If you know the why, then you can overcome any how. You can forever change the quality of your life, the life that you lead, by the words that you speak. Have you ever felt that you were trapped in a cycle and a struggle of lack? Well, you can get off of that merry-go-round of poverty, sickness, and depression, and you can do it now. When you change your words, you will change your life. One of the things that I found out, and the mistake that I made in my life back in the day, I kept talking about the things that I didn't want. I don't want to be poor. I don't want this. I don't want that. Talking about and decreeing what you don't want doesn't bring to you what you want. And this is why many of us are caught in these kinds of storms. We have health storms, financial storms, relational storms. Maybe some of what is going on is not happening to us. Could it be that it may be self-fulfilled prophecy? Negative words bring about negative results. Positive words, healthy words, successful words, prosperous words will do exactly that. It will bring health. It will bring happiness. It will bring success, and it will bring prosperity. I want to challenge you with one word, the word that is most important for any of us to have. It starts with a C. I call it the C word. Is that big word, courage. All of us need an extra dose of courage. I remember very clearly, and as I think, I could still feel the butterflies in my stomach and my stomach turning. I was 15 years old. I was in England, and they said, we are going to show you how to abseil. It looked so easy. From where I was standing, I said, I can ace that, until I got to that high point on the mountain. They harnessed me up, and they said, go. All of a sudden, the butterflies show up. I have absolutely no courage. Every ounce of I can do it was drained out of me. When I looked down to the bottom and I was trying to figure out, I have never done this. How am I going to get from the top to the bottom? It started with putting one foot in front of the others. Was I shaking? Absolutely. I even had a tear coming down my eye. But with some coaching and with a lot of cheering, I tell you, I learned how to abseil. To me, courage is not saying that you don't have fear. It's not saying that you don't have anxiety. I had to face my fear. I had to feel it, and I had to do it anyway. And that's what courage is all about. You ask yourself, can I really do this? Can I really go back to school? Can I really heal after a broken marriage? Can I really go on? We all ask those questions sometimes, especially if we've been through a storm, a financial storm, an emotional storm, a relational storm, or even a health storm. When those winds are blowing, it seems as if we're going to capsize in a sea of fear. But hang on for 1 minute. Life is made up of storms. And I've learned from sailing that it all depends on how you adjust your sails. To me, riding through the storms, getting courage, starts right here and right here. Do not listen to the naysayers. If you are going to have a breakthrough, you've got to be able to silence the negative voices. That's the next step, and that's the next secret. Many of us have too many people speaking into our ears. I just call these people abortionists. So you've got to be careful. Your dreams, your visions, your desires, especially those that have been God-given, I want you to pursue them. I want you to believe that all things are possible. It is possible for you to go back to school. It is possible for you to heal your relationship. It is possible for you to go at life alone. It is possible. Have you ever felt powerless? Does it seem like you've lost control of your life, or like your life may be spiraling out of orbit, or maybe it feels like everyone else around you is successful or prosperous, but it just hasn't happened to you yet? Well, I want you to discover how to get the most out of every single day of your life. I want you to regain that confidence and control that you once had, and I want you to be able to squeeze every drop of life out of every single hour and every second out of every single moment. I want you to know what it feels like to get up out of bed every single morning, excited and energized and ready to take on the whole world. And you might ask, okay, calm it down a little bit. How am I going to do that? How am I going to shake off that powerless feeling? I promise you, right here, you will have victory over this when you get an understanding of your true purpose. Purpose is that hidden seed of greatness. And when you know your purpose, your life will finally come right into focus. Listen, I woke up this morning excited. In fact, I wake up every single day excited because I know my life has direction and I know where I'm going. Purpose is the why, that big why for you being alive. And when you find your why, the when, the what, The how takes care of themselves. When you discover your purpose, you will act decisively. You will accomplish your goals. You're going to be able to feel alive. You're going to make wise choices. You're going to know what to say no to. Knowing what to say no to gives you the ability to say yes, what you should say yes to. And you want to say yes to the right thing. So when we talk about purpose, it is actually one of the most important conversations we could ever have. So many people are living life based on someone else's purpose. Why would you want to be a refrigerator if God has called you to be a blender? And don't even think about being a blender if God has called you to be a microwave. And you should not even want to be a microwave if you're called to be a washing machine. In order to feel alive, you need to live life on purpose. In order to feel successful, in order for you to gain prosperity, in order for you to overcome obstacles, you need to discover your purpose. Empowerment is one of those words that's thrown around. You have empowerment specialists, people all over the place. You see signs about living the empowered life. Very few people have explained to us what empowerment is. Let me give you the just simple definition of empowerment. Empowerment simply means that you are back in the driver's seat. Life does not have to happen to you. You can happen to life. Here's the thing, life comes at you one day at a time. And if you can just learn how to live and manage for that 24 hours, then 24 years will not be a problem. When we talk about empowerment, a lot of people say, okay, if I live the empowerment life, what does that feel like? What does it look like? To me, it means that when you wake up in the morning, you already have a plan for the next 24 hours of the day. And then you're also able to deal with those bumps in the road, those turns in the road, the times when you don't feel like doing what you know you should do. Empowerment comes in handy. Stop procrastinating. Focus on your goals. When you focus on what you want, what you don't want automatically leaves your life. Don't focus on eliminating anything. Focus on creating what you want. So you're either going to spend all your energies eliminating what you don't want, or you spend your energies creating what you want. We all have alibis. We're all busy. Busy doing what? I'm going to challenge you. Stay focused on your goals. And if you don't have goals, write your goals. One of the greatest enemies of fulfillment of purpose is procrastination and broken focus. If you start now and you say 365 days from today's date, this is what I want to accomplish, and you do one a day, Paul said, focus. This one thing I do, I'm focusing. You do one a day. At the end of 1 year, you will have made 365 steps towards fulfillment of purpose. Who is not going to be successful at the end of their life? Who's not going to be prosperous at the end of their life if they could fulfill that? Nothing, absolutely nothing is impossible. You can begin again. You can believe God again. You can trust again. You can be successful. You can overcome your addictions. You can heal. You can feel alive again. This is when you realize that those things are possible. You are getting a breakthrough. So I want to encourage you right now. Don't give in. Go for it. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. And even if your back is up against the wall, even if you are on the ropes and you are receiving a rope-a-dope financially, listen, you got to fight back. You don't get in life what you want, you get what you fight for. And when you decide that my future, my health, my marriage, my freedom, my happiness, my joy, my peace, my children is worth fighting for, you are securing your breakthrough. When it comes to passion, it's that thing that generates either the greatest joy or the greatest sorrow. Passion to me is self-generated, and it's a self-generating tool that you can use when times of discouragement. Your passion is going to get you up out of bed and is going to get you hitting the streets and pounding the pavement to bring that vision to pass, that passion. You have the ability to motivate yourself, and that's what passion is all about. When you are able to concentrate on your purpose, to maximize your potential, and to live out your dream, when you do that, you now hold the secret right in your hand to living life, not only on purpose, but with passion. That's the thing that gets me out of bed every single day, the passion for what I do. It gets me up in the morning, it keeps me going late at night, and guess what? I end up going to bed very, very seldom exhausted. In fact, I always go to bed excited. I have to tell myself, you better go to sleep so that you could wake up in the morning. And sometimes I go to bed and I feel like, wow, I almost don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to miss out on something that potentially and possibly take me further into realizing my dreams and goals. One of the things about passion is that it's an attitude, and your attitude sets the mood for everyone and everything around you. They get excited because you're excited, especially those people that work with you and work for you. If you are excited about something and fascinated about something, then people's fascination and excitement is turned on as well. One of the things that someone once said, and they said it like this: chase down your passion like it's the last bus of the night. This is what a guy by the name of Glad Adams, and look at his name, Glad, of all names, and he has the right to talk about passion. What you concentrate on all day long determines your future. Now, here's the most important thing, that if you are able to concentrate your thoughts 1 hour daily, meditating, praying, and thinking about the person you intend to do, or the person you intend to be or to become, the places you want to go, the things you want to accomplish, what you want to invent, create, the wealth you want to accumulate, the people with whom you want to network, the lives you will change, the legacy you will leave. You will literally create in your mind a clear picture of the inevitable, believe it or not. And this is going to fuel your daily activities as well as what comes out of your mouth. I read somewhere one time, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habit. Watch your habit, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. And it all starts with your thoughts.
Can barely must leave the past behind you. If you never let it go, you will never ever know all that this life has in store. Can't you see the clouds are now fading? Anything good is worth the waiting. Once you finally reach the top, you'll be glad you didn't stop. So keep your eyes on the past and don't give up. No, no. Don't stop praying. No. Don't stop hoping. Don't stop hoping. All good things will come. All good things will come. You gotta believe it. God is faithful. He will answer. He'll answer you. Just keep moving on.
Ranks a radio on your cell, in your automobile, on your laptop, your desktop. Ranks a radio, an international experience.
Right now, live.
Guide me with your eyes so I can see you face to face and realize the calling that you have for me is I draw nigh to you and you to me so that I can see because I'm blind. Do you mind? You don't mind if I return back to my first love. All I yearn for is you. Now I'm tired of my flesh getting the best of me, 'cause I'm above the tactics of the enemy, and I'm free from holding, because I know that it's all because of love. For you alone, like an author searches for his pen. For you alone, like a treasure hunter searches for his gem. For you alone, like a fallen soldier searches for his men. I can't make it without you, Lord. I surrender to you once again. I hope you don't mind if I return back to my first love. All I yearn for is you, Lord. I could learn how to trust if you just teach me how to love.
divine smooth groove. A simply divine way to worship. Groovin' the smooth way. Jazz and neo soul gospel.
That was Trey Nelson with Guide Me. Before that, we heard tonight's inspiration titled Focus on Your Goals with Dr. Cindy Trim. Very sound and practical advice to apply to your daily lives. I want this show to be known for its artsy creativity and also for talking about relevant topics. If it's just about the music, you don't need me. You can buy or download your own music and listen to it anytime, but I hope that I've been adding some value to your life each week by the topics that we discuss on the show, in the inspirational moments, in the news, in our interviews, and just in general conversation. Why don't you send me a message and tell me what you think? What are some topics that you would like to address on this program? And who are some people you would like me to interview? Send me a message at Jazz Divine or message me on Facebook, or if you have my number, send me a text. Right now, I want to send a shout out to my fellow DJs and staff at Ranks Radio. Shout out to Albert, the main man, MC Kulai in Montreal, who gives us Uncommon Ground every Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., he gives us Artist Buzz. To DJ Wolf over there in Kenya, he's always Irie on Sunday, giving us those Irie Sunday vibes, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. DJ Angela in Philadelphia, on Wednesdays, she's on from 8 p.m. till late. And the one and only DJ Jerome here in Toronto gives us gospel praise on Sundays from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and Conscious Rhythms, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Tuesdays. Be sure to check out their shows and show them some love on my behalf, would you? You're listening to Ranks Radio, and this is the Jazz Divine Smooth Groove with the chillest hostess on this side of the galaxy. The one, the original gospel jazz DJ on live radio. I say that every week, and I'll keep on saying it boldly. Copies may spring up, but remember where it all started, baby. We're nearing the end of our show, and right now, we're entering the segment of the smooth groove that I call Reggae Vibrations. A shout out to all my Jamaican listeners again. I love hearing from you, so keep those texts and messages coming. And we're going to kick it off with Barrington Levy this evening. What? You didn't know he got saved?
Groovin' the smooth way. Jazz and neo soul gospel. The smooth way.
My Bible, oh. Only it alone can carry me through. My Bible, oh. Only it alone can carry me through. See no phobia, man.
Groovin' the smooth way.
Around the clock. Due to the basic principle and the moral law, I never left my Bible. No way, you see. My Bible, only it alone can carry me through. Don't you make no way for the negative way. Why don't you give way to the positive way? Boom, Lord boy. My Bible, it alone can carry me through. Ooh. My Bible, it alone is the positive vibe. Some people will talk us down to the ground, but while there is Jah, I will be always around. You can run down all your silver and gold, but my Bible will carry me around. My Bible, seen him, only it alone can carry me through. My Bible, only it alone can carry me through. Cause I don't wanna see no obia man. I need attendance from Jaja around the clock. My Bible saying, oh gosh, only it alone can carry me through.
Groovin' the smooth way.
Only praise is Jah. I thank you, Lord. When I wake up, I give you praise for the life you've given me. How you saved me from myself and trample my enemies. As far as my eyes can see, you keep blessing me daily. Your mercies ever reign. Jesus, you're my all in all. Every day, protecting and shielding me. You keep me safe. You put a crown upon my head. It's for my life, Lord. You have bled. So when I call upon your name, yeah, I'm forever changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. Never be the changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. I am changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. Never be forever. Changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. Letting go of my used to be. Packing up my own memories, yeah. Walking into my destiny. Not fearing authority. Guide my steps, so Lord, I pray. I promise I'll move my feet. I'm forever yours. Jesus, you're my all in all. Every day, protecting and shielding me. You kept me safe. You put a crown upon my head. It's for my life, Lord. You have bled. So when I call upon your name, yeah, I'm forever changed. When I look back to see how you picked up the pieces of the broken me. I never listened, and time after time, you keep reaching for me, preaching to me, bringing me back to you. Every day, protecting and shielding me. You keep me safe. You put a crown upon my head. It's for my life, Lord. You have bled. So when I call upon your name, yeah, I'm forever changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. Changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. I am changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. Changed. I'm changed forever. Changed. I'm changed. Jesus, you're my all in all. Every day, protecting and shielding me. You keep me safe. You put a crown upon my head. It's for my life, Lord. You have bled. So when I call upon your name, yeah, I'm forever changed. I'll never be the same.
That was Barrington Levy and Nikki Rimple with Forever Changed. We're coming up to the top of the hour when we kick it back to the station, but before we do that, we're going to close it with Catalyst Crew doing Jehovah We Calling.
There's an onslaught of fire in the world today. Seriously. I can only walk in the streets, Lord God. I'm alive, so I call on Jehovah. For mercy and grace for the rest of my days. Jehovah, I'm calling upon you. Jehovah, begging you to see I through. Jehovah, I'm calling upon you. Jehovah, begging you to see I through. And I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my days. Jehovah, I'm calling upon you. Jehovah, begging you to see I through. Jehovah, and I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my calling upon you, Jehovah, begging you to see I through, Jehovah, and I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my days. Oh yeah, Jehovah, I'm calling upon you, Jehovah, begging you to see I through, Jehovah, and I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my days.
Iniquity abound, so the love of many wax cold. Men got no heart, so them get out of control. But you sit high and look low, see the conditions below. How long shall we wait for love to flow? No for them reject the good and the right, accept the wrong and the bad. Oh, them a move and a groove it, prove them have no fear pick up. Jehovah, we calling on you, only you.
And that's it for me tonight. Remember to check us out on Facebook and Twitter at Jazz Divine, and like and follow us to keep informed of what we're up to. Thank you for listening, and we'll meet again next week, same time, same place, on the Jazz Divine Smooth Groove. God bless you, and shalom, kings and queens.
I'm calling upon you, Jehovah, begging you to see I through, Jehovah, and I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my days. Tomorrow, many stopped a race and could not finish, for Christ was not in it. That's why everything I do and say will give him glory and praise. Life is not an easy road, oh no, so I depend on him all the way. Yes, Jehovah, I'm calling upon you, Jehovah, begging you to see I Jehovah, and I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my days. Jehovah, Lord, I'm calling upon you, Jehovah, begging you, begging you, begging Jehovah, you, and I'm asking for mercy and grace for the rest of my days. I'm calling, calling, I'm calling, I'm calling, calling, I'm calling, I'm calling, calling, oh Lord, I'm calling, I'm calling, yeah, I'm calling.
Receive instant updates on Twitter at Jazz Divine.